Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 157, part 3, using the Sefer Hachinuch. A Mitzvah Day keeps our soul in its way, dedicated for a Fush Lema, for Shalom Yerachim ben Miriam. He should have a speedy healing. Okay, and we're continuing the prohibition to eat a non-kosher bird found in the third book Vayikra, Parsha Shmini. The Chinuch establishes the practical law that applies based on the Torah's naming of the non-kosher birds and the sage's description of their characteristics. Yes, I went for my run today. Sunday's run day. We'll learn about it. It's a mitzvah to guard your health, your body. So that's what I'm doing. All right. It emerges then, according to our words, that anyone who is well acquainted with the names and appearances of all the species of non-kosher birds enumerated in the Torah, which total 24 species, like we mentioned, may eat of any other bird that he finds, since the sages have told us that any bird that is not mentioned in the list of the non-kosher ones in the Torah is kosher. As the sages of blessed memory stated, it is revealed and known to the one who spoke and through whose utterance the world came into being, that the species of kosher birds outnumber the species of non-kosher birds. Therefore, when seeking to distinguish between the kosher and non-kosher species, he specified for us the names of the non-kosher ones, which are fewer. With this statement, the sages meant to say that God specified in the Torah the names of all the non-kosher species of birds that are in the world, and any bird not mentioned there is kosher. Such is the interpretation of that statement of the Gemara according to the view of the majority of the rabbis, i.e. that all the non-kosher birds that exist in the world were mentioned explicitly in the Torah, and all of the birds are kosher. The Chinuch continues explaining when the identifying signs are used. As for one who is not acquainted with the names and appearances of all 24 non-kosher birds listed in the Torah, he must rely on the signs, and the sages of blessed memory said in Mishnah Chulin that the following are the signs of kosher and non-kosher birds by which these species may be distinguished from one another. The first sign that the sages provided is a sign of a bird that is definitely non-kosher. Any bird that claws is known to be one of the non-kosher species that are listed in the Torah. The Chinuch is about to explain. The import of the term clawing is to say that the bird is a bird of prey that when it attacks, thrusts its talons into another bird and injects a toxin into it, as is the practice of the nets and other birds that people use for hunting. So he says the nets is one of the non-kosher birds listed in Leviticus, and they think it's identified as the sparrow hawk. All right, so there's a lot more on this, but we will continue, God willing, tomorrow. Thanks for listening to sponsor a future mitzvah, $36, $100 for the gold. We do appreciate your sponsorship. For those who are listening, thank you for your loyalty, and we appreciate it. Tax deductible. Have a great day.